What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with our Oakland Raiders franchise, and today we are diving into the very much anticipated offseason. I'm really excited, so let's jump right into it. But first, really fast, I know a lot of people have been asking me to live stream the offseason. It's something I really wanted to do. I actually kind of played around with my live stream yesterday. It seemed a little bit laggy. I don't know if that was because I was trying to upload a video at the same time. I'm sure that had some kind of factor into it. But I just don't feel comfortable enough with my live stream settings quite yet to do that. So what I do have planned is I will post my Twitch account in the description below, and from here on out, from every once in a while, I'll try jumping on there and just playing around with it so we can do it for next offseason. Whether it's me playing a game of Destiny, or I might just honestly sim a few seasons where I can jump on live stream, sim a few seasons, talk to y'all a little bit, get your opinions, see if it's running smoothly. That way next offseason we will be able to live stream. So that's my plan. And I think it'll be fun. I'm excited about it. I really hope I can get that going soon, because I definitely think it'll add a lot to my channel, and it's something I've been interested in for a while anyway. Also, I've done my research, and just last night before I went to sleep, I was kind of simulating a few seasons. Not with this franchise, I just started up another one. And the financial aspect of how this works is so difficult as an owner, which I'm excited about. I want the challenge, but I definitely need to be a lot more mindful of how I'm spending my money. I need to be a lot more mindful in terms of all my advisors over here, like Fan Happiness. Fans are not at all happy with the state of ticket prices. I need to focus on this more, guys. I've really kind of neglected it. I had plans of actually doing a lot more of this when I started this series, and I meant it. I still have these plans, but I didn't realize how important it's going to be, because I could go bankrupt really easily and, you know, be out of it. So I need to focus on that a lot more. We will be doing a lot more of that next season in terms of adjusting prices and things like that. But anyway, yeah. Also, I will be doing a sim series. I haven't forgotten about that. I just really wanted to get through the first season of our Raiders franchise first. Now that that's done, I plan on starting up a sim series pretty soon, as well as continuing our Chicago Cougars sim series, or turning that into a sim series, I should say. All that being said, let's get going here. Re-sign players. Again, I got to be very mindful about what I'm doing and how I'm spending my money here, because it's not easy, guys. I do not want to end up in the negatives, and honestly, that's a huge possibility. I need to be very... Oh, wait, no. What happened? Where did Marquette King go? Where did Marquette King go? What did I do? What did I do? I don't know what happened. I don't know where he went. Is he here? Okay, he's here. I hit the wrong button. Anyway, I just need to be very mindful of how I'm spending my money, because getting into the negatives is a real possibility. And if I'm not winning games and I'm not bringing people out to games, I could start to lose money, which would not be good. So I really need to be careful with how I go about things. Definitely need Marquette King back, though. He was an incredible punter. He made the Pro Bowl. And actually, you know, he had a lot of opportunities where he pinned the opponents back on their own, like, 10-yard line or even less than that. So we will give him the contract that he desires. Hopefully we can bring Marquette King back. He's a huge part of what we're doing with special teams, and I'd love to have him. So next up, we got Wisniewski. Yep, I don't know how to pronounce it. It is what it is. I realize I pronounced it wrong. I don't know. So it is what it is. I apologize, but I would like him back. So we're going to try to sign him here. Now, I do not have the money to sign that. Like, I know I don't. There's no way I can shell out that much money towards him right now. That worries me. So what I'm going to try to do, and I don't know that it's going to work, is I'm going to try to give him the same amount of money on half the time, half the years. I don't think this is going to work, and it's a lot of money to give out, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. We'll see if he'll sign for that. You know, he's not getting the years he wants, but we are giving him the money he desires. Alright, so it looks like he's going to consider it at least. Charles Woodson. I have a dilemma with Charles Woodson here, because look, he wants $5 million, a little over actually. And I love Charles Woodson. You know, he's a Raider legend. But if if I'm being honest, and I'm really trying to focus on the financial aspect of this game, I don't think he is going to be a good signing. He's 38 years old. We have Usama Young behind him, who played pretty good in his limited role. And I just don't think it's going to be good for us to bring back Charles Woodson. As much as I'd like him, I really need to save some money. And to do that, I think we're going to have to let him go. I don't want to, but for our franchise and in terms of moving forward, I think it's what needs to happen. Sims, it's kind of the same thing. I like Sims a lot. He actually had an incredible season for us. I think he even made the Pro Bowl, if I remember correctly. The issue is, granted, he doesn't really want a ridiculous contract, but my issue with Sims is we have Smith behind him. And when we have Smith behind him and we're going to try to do a 3-4 defense, we don't need two defensive tackles capable of starting. So what I might do is try to offer him a 1-year, $3 million deal. I doubt he goes for that. He might. No, I don't need to offer him that. I want to. I really want Sims back, but if we have Smith, then we really only need one defensive tackle in the 3-4. Having a backup would obviously be huge, but do I really want to shell out that much money for a backup? Not at this point. Not until I get comfortable with where I'm at financially. I am not there yet. Denarius Moore, I most definitely want back, though. This guy, I definitely think is going to be huge for our team moving forward, and I would like him back. So we're going to give him what he's looking for, and hopefully we can bring him back. I would love to see him sign with us. That would be huge. Stewart, I would like to bring Stewart back, if nothing else, just to kind of have depth along that line. But, man, he really wants a lot of money. I don't know that I want to give him $4.5 million. I don't. He's only an 80 overall. He's age 33. You know what I might try to do? I might try to lowball Stewart. And if we can sign him, great. If not, that's okay. Alright, I'll lowball him. Offer him 3.3. I don't think he's going to go for that. And that's, again, yeah, he didn't. Okay, not interested. That's perfectly fine with me. Carlos Rogers, we spent a lot of this season developing Keith McGill and DJ Hayden. So, Carlos Rogers, I love you, buddy, but it's your time to go. We have two young guys waiting to take over. I'm also going to try to draft a cornerback at some point in the draft. Burnett, look at all these players. They're all older. They're all in their 30s. Streeter's only 27, but I really don't have any desire to bring Streeter back. I'm definitely going to try to grab some wide receivers that I have a little bit more faith in than Streeter. He didn't have a bad season. I know a lot of you guys like him. But ultimately, just didn't fit with my offense. So best of luck to him. Best of luck to all these guys. We're in a little bit of a youth movement here. Darren McFadden. Now, this is an interesting one because I still have Maurice Jones-Drew on my roster. I kind of would prefer moving forward with McFadden over Maurice Jones-Drew. But Maurice Jones-Drew, again, he's still on the roster, so McFadden doesn't want a whole lot of money here. Like a 2-year, $2 million deal is not that bad when you put it into perspective. But the thing is, I trust Anthony Thomas. I really want Anthony Thomas to be a little bit more involved too. This is a tough decision, guys. I like McFadden. He played great for us. Run DMC, man, but you know what? Let's just try to do a 1-year deal. Try to do a 1-year deal. Per year, we're actually giving him more than he's asking. He might not go for that. I wouldn't blame him if he didn't. He wants that long-term contract, but yeah, he's not interested. We still might be able to get him, though. That doesn't mean we're not going to get him. That just means he's going to the free agent market. He's going to test it out and see what he gets offered. Greg Little, I'm a Tar Heel fan. I like Greg Little a lot. But again, in terms of wide receivers, I'm going to try to revamp my wide receiver core completely. Same reason I'm letting Streeter go. I'm going to let him go. Armonte Edwards is a little bit different. And part of that's, I love Appalachian State. I love Armonte Edwards. But the other part of that is the fact that he actually showed big play potential. He did a great job of getting open on a lot of plays. He blew up a lot of defenses that game when he had 3 touchdowns. Like, he was phenomenal. His issue was his catching ability. So I'm going to focus on his catch in terms of developing him, as well as his confidence. That needs to be up there as well. But he actually showed the ability to make big plays. He's not going to be a starter or anything like that, but I would like to have him on the bench for some depth. So I will try to bring back Armonte Edwards. I didn't see that big play potential from Streeter or Greg Little. Greg Little had a few touchdowns late in the season. He started to play really well, but CJ Wilson actually played very well for me. I would not mind bringing him back as a backup. Had a few sacks in limited time. I don't have the... See, I don't know how much I want to offer him. Again, I just kind of want to do a 1-year deal, see if he's willing to be patient. I don't know that he's going to accept that. He probably will not. And if he doesn't, we'll move forward without him. We'll figure something else out. But I'd like to at least give him an offer. Yeah, he wasn't interested. Osbury, we're going to move on without. Best of luck to you, man. Corey Lynch, he didn't play at all for us last season, but he's a guy I like a lot. I would like to give him a shot, if nothing else. So we will do this and try to bring in Corey Lynch for some depth, especially since we're losing Charles Woodson. So hopefully Corey Lynch isn't interested. Okay, well, I tried, man. You know, he's probably one of my favorite players in the NFL. Blocked that Michigan kick. I'll never forget that. Probably one of my favorite sports moments of all time was that Appalachian-Michigan game. But you know, he's not interested, so it is what it is. We got the other Burnett here. I'm going to well, I don't know. Maybe I can look into signing him. Oh, man, he wants a 4-year deal. You kidding me? You're 69 overall, giggity. 4-year deal? I'll give you a 1-year deal. I'll try offering that. This is some depth, because I am going to need to focus on depth. I can't only try to get starters. I do need some backup players. That's something I don't want to neglect. He's not interested, though. So a lot of these guys aren't interested. The last 3 players I want to sign, DeAnthony Thomas, Bruce Ellington, and Chris Owusu. Now, I know a lot of you guys love Huff, but really Huff didn't impress me all that much. And I'm sorry. I know you guys really want him back, but again, I'm trying to revamp this wide receiver core, and I'm going to need some spots. Bruce Ellington actually played really good for us before he got injured, and he's definitely a guy I'd like to bring back. So we're going to give him some money. I've been offering players over their more money than their desired contract, and they've been turning it down. So I don't know what that's about. Hopefully we can get Bruce Ellington. And yeah, there he is. He's not interested. I don't know. I don't know what he wants. I'm trying to get him back. DeAnthony Thomas, you know, we're losing out on DMC, so I do want DeAnthony Thomas back. No, let's do a 1-year deal just in case I find somebody in the draft I like that I'd like to develop. Alright, let's give him 100K here, and we'll go back a little bit there. Alright. So let's see if that will work for DeAnthony Thomas. Man, I really want Bruce Ellington back. That's a player I'm actually worried about. Okay, it looks like DeAnthony Thomas was interested. Bruce Ellington we're going to have to come back to, though. We might have to go after him in the free agent pool because I really do want him. And obviously I would love Chris Owusu back. Let's see. I know they care more about this bonus sometimes. So we'll give him the bonus there. Hopefully I can get Chris Owusu on a 1-year deal. Just as depth. You know, he's another big play guy. And just having a guy on the depth chart like that, he's not interested. Come on, Owusu. We've been together forever, man. Alright. So Ellington and Owusu, guys, I'm going to pursue again. I might look at McFadden again. Everybody else, man, I've pleasure having you on the team this year. CJ Wilson played good for us. We need to move on from some of these guys, though, and it's unfortunate. I'd love to bring them all back, but it's just not realistic for us. We did get our center back. We got King back. Got Denarius Moore back. Stewart did reject us. McFadden did reject us. Got Armani Edwards back. Wilson, no such luck. Corey Lynch, no such luck. Burnett, Ellington both rejected us. Did get to Anthony Thomas, and we did not get a Wusu. So have some players I'm going to have to try to get in free agency.
Who has turned down your contract offers up until this point. How far apart do you think both sides are right now?
All right, well, I'd like to think we're not too far apart, so while we haven't found common ground yet, we'll continue to negotiate and get there. Honestly, I'm not sure how far apart we are, but he's going to be a part of this team one way or another. I don't like that answer as an owner, because that makes it sound like I'm going to franchise tag him, which I don't plan on franchise tagging any of those players. I honestly don't know. We have a price that we feel like he's worth, but he's not budging, and we're not going to bid against ourselves. The problem I have with this question is I don't know what player they are referring to. If I had to guess, I would say probably Run DMC. This might be the better answer as an owner, because I don't want the fans to think I want to throw a whole lot of money if I'm not going to overbid. So we'll go with this. Now, here's the problem. Per game if signed, -5%? Really? So their fans are telling me they don't want me to sign them. Per win without player, +2%. I don't know. That's an iffy question. Maybe I should have answered with the top choice. Didn't work out, though. Resign players, I think it's back to the... I don't think I'm going to have the option. I think these guys still want to test out the free agent market first. Let's see. Yep, they do. Okay. So really fast, before we do that, I wonder if I can go to my rosters over here, manage roster, and release a few players. I don't know that this will work, but I might. Yeah, see, I can start to release players now, I think. Can I release Schaub? Am I going to take a hit? Oh, that's a lot of cap room. Yes, sir. There we go. Alright, this is what I'm going to have to do now. I'm going to have to release some of these guys. Now, Connor Shaw, isn't he a free agent? I thought he was a free agent. That's weird. I can release Maurice Jones-Drew here and not take a hit, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it says McFadden's on my roster. I'm pretty sure we just moved forward without him. I might have to simulate another week. So let's do that, and then we'll go back to releasing some players. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a multi-part episode, guys. Advanced week, and after this is officially our offseason, so all those players are now off the roster, and I wonder if it shows me retired players. Oh, alright, so yeah, let's go look at well, I'm only going to look at retired players really fast right here, because the rest we're going to see in free agency anyway. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Retired. Alright, Will Allen, Mormon, Mathis retired, Will Smith retired, getting jiggy with it. Adam Snyder retired, Leonard, any big names here? David Akers, Travell Wharton. Oh, man. Oh, we lost two guys, two offensive players. Ronnie Brown, wow, Hasselbeck, Vinatieri. Let's see, I don't see any, Calvin Pace. I mean, I see some big names, but I don't see, like, James Harrison. I don't see, like, Peyton Manning or anything like that. Tom Coughlin retired. All right, that's interesting. All right, so let's go back to our team now and start to release some players. Maybe free up a little more cap room. As you can see, I only have $7 million to work with. That's not even including signing rookies. So I'm nervous, guys. I'm really nervous about going into the negative here. I don't know that I'm going to be able to sign a whole lot of players, and it worries me. Now I could release Maurice Jones-Drew and try to sign somebody. He had a pretty good season for us, but this will free up a lot of cap room. Well, it'll free up some cap room. If I did release him, I would really need to find a running back, or at least try to get Darren McFadden back. Worst case scenario. James Jones, I have no problem releasing here. That will free up $3.3 million, and that's fine with me. So the only two wide receivers on my roster are Denarius Moore and Armani Edwards. Like I said, I'm really planning on revamping this. I do still want to bring Bruce Ellington and Chris Owusu back, as well as drafting a wide receiver. I'm okay with keeping both of them right now. Let's see what we got here. So I definitely need to revamp my offensive line. Gabe Jackson had a pretty good season. No right tackles at all. Wow. Lamar Woodley. Let's release Woodley. You know, that's going to free up a lot of cap room. Plus, he did get replaced by Shelby Harris. So I'm okay with that. That'll save us some money. Justin Tuck had a great season. I'd like to save some cap room on him, but I do need him. Smith, again, we just let go of Sims, so Smith is going to have a big role for us. Khalil Mack there, keeping him, clearly. I'm going to take a hit if I release either of them. And, man, I need a lot of cornerbacks as well. Usama Young, going to have a huge part in our team this season now that we let go of Woodson. So we're gonna have to focus on that. A lot of players that we are going to need to sign with very limited money. I might end up getting a bunch of bench players on one-year deals if we're not careful. I don't know. We're gonna have to find a good way to pursue this, guys, because I'm a little bit worried. I am. So here, on to free agent staff hiring. I still need a trainer. So let's go try to get a good trainer here. Signed with. Well, this guy's level 25. The other's only level 23. I want to make sure I get him, though, because we are bidding against 5 other teams, so... And they're not even letting me make that offer. I might not have the money to offer him. Let's just do this. There we go. Nobody's going after Turner. We'll see if we can get him. Alright, on to free agency. Here we go.